これから72時間悪夢にさまよう。
Hey guys, up here, and I'm back with another Rome Total War online commentary battle. This is an Armenia versus Germania battle, and for this battle I decided to step out of my comfort zone quite a bit. This is a 25k battle, and I usually do not do these. I kind of like lower funds such as 15k, but I started to decide to step out of my comfort zone a little bit and get used to the way other game types can be played. So, let's take a look at my army first. My army consists of 4 sets of heavy pikemen, 2 sets of legionaries, 4 sets of horse archers, 6 sets of cataphracts, and 2 sets of desert cavalry. So you can see I'm doing a very rush style move with my horse archers, which is what you want to do in this type of a fight. So I am rushing up my horse archers to start harassing my opponent. And also my desert cav, they're not going to be really much use in this battle because it's not really a desert climate. You can also see in the background there that I have my cataphracts hidden, but they really aren't used. Okay, now let's talk about my opponent's army. First we'll take a look at what units he has brought, and then I'll tell you what I think he made a huge mistake on. He brought 6 units of Knight Riders, 6 units of Gothic Cavalry, 5 sets of Chosen Archers, and 2 sets of Berserkers. Alright, now let's talk about what I think he did wrong. For one thing, he put his general with a Berserker. That is a huge mistake because I just easily made them go insane and just started chasing my horse archers, and that's going to demoralize his army with a Berserker as a general. So that was a huge mistake. So that was my first target in this battle. I wanted his general to go insane and start causing a little bit of panic amongst his army. My next goal with my horse archers was to draw his cavalry away, which I did. And now you can see me, I'm rushing in my cataphracts. And one thing you have to remember about Knight Riders, they can't stand up to a charge. They may be good in extended melee, but they can't stand up to a charge. And I just broke right through the line. But I'm not going to stay in that fight because they are good in extended melee. Instead, I'm just going to break through and make a straight beeline for his archers, because he did bring quite a superior ranged advantage. I suppose you could say that. Chosen archers are very good. I also had horse archers, so it's I'd still say it an archer advantage. But that has now been diminished. You can see that his cavalry is just running amok all over the place, and I'm really not too concerned about that. I want to get rid of his infantry first, and then focus on his cavalry, which is the best idea, because his infantry is already quite thrashed by my cavalry. Alright. So, he decided to charge all of his infantry right into my wall of pikemen, which isn't too great an idea. I didn't put them in phalanx mode yet, but they will be going into phalanx mode here pretty soon. And there you go. So I just dropped my sarissas, and it's just going to start the devastation. There's general just died, so that's not going to do too great for his army either. So there's going to start being some serious routing going on, because Germania needs a general to function properly. Here, I am using my legionnaires to hold back his cavalry. I do not expect my legionnaires to win this fight. If they did, that would be amazing. But, not expecting it at all. That's just too big of a horde of cavalry. But they are doing their job. They're holding their ground while the last of his Knight Raiders are completely destroyed. And there goes his last set, and with that, I can finally just focus on his cavalry. He pretty much has nothing left on the field except his cavalry, so that's just going to be a simple fight for my infantry and cavalry put together. So he tries to make a beeline for my pikes, but when he sees that I've turned around at this point, he's going to back out of that fight. But he has eliminated my legionnaires from the fight, and I expected them to bite it, so it wasn't a huge surprise. But I decided to activate my cataphracts, which will do very well in a fight like this, and I'm also throwing in my heavy spearmen. So, you can see that I am now thrashing my opponent's cavalry from the side and from the center. I have also broken off 2 sets of my cataphracts in order to go around the back, and they're just going to do a rear charge, and that's going to mark the end of this fight. You can already see routes happening, but that's just going to end it. So my opponent really has nothing left. This is just going to be a matter of sweeping up. And I really did expect this battle to kind of go a different way. Like I said, I stepped out of my comfort zone, and it wasn't just with the amount of money it was also with the faction I chose. I mean, I rarely use Armenia just because I'm not a huge fan of skirmishing, but I'm pretty surprised that the battle went as well as I did, because I really didn't use much of a skirmishing tactic. I suppose the only reason I was able to not just use that was because I was versing a faction like Germania, and I had the heavy pikes to just hold them back. But otherwise, it probably would have required more skirmishing. Like, if I was versing the Romans, you definitely don't want to do that, what I did in this fight. But, because it was Germania, and their general had died, and I felt pretty confident after that, because Germanians don't have the best morale. So, you can see that my horse archers are now just mopping up the remnants of the enemy archers, and I'm also using my cataphracts, but the horse archers are much quicker.
Have brought you a great and deserved victory. The enemy are crushed!
Alright, so that marks the end of the battle. I hope you guys enjoyed this fight. It was definitely out of my comfort zone, because I rarely do these types of matches. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this fight, and I will be bringing you guys more in the future. See ya.